Welcome to WoW Classic Ironman, a completionist series where I play without joining parties, trading, or using the auction house. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to another episode of WoW Classic Ironman. This one will probably be shorter and probably delayed compared to the other ones. The reason being, today is Monday, the day the video should go up, and well, I spent the last couple of days committing to two grinds that one of them failed miserably, and the other one I had absolutely no joy in doing it whatsoever, and it just made me burn out. So I've decided that this is the series where I do what I want, so this video will be full of random clips where I fill in log spaces, some quests for minor upgrades, and one of the grinds I am actually looking forward to, which is getting at least friendly with the Timber Maw hold reputation. I hope you'll enjoy. Okay, I've cleaned up my bank a little. I stashed some of the stuff I had cluttered in my bags, and the first order of business will be just to have something done, finishing up all the donation of cloth quests. I've mostly cleaned up all the wool cloth I needed. I think I need to turn in one to the Night Elves. And then, of course, a lot of silk cloth and mage-wave cloth and rune cloth to all the other factions. So that will be the first thing we do. But before that, I really feel like some fishing now. So I'm gonna do maybe a couple hundred casts, however many I feel like. And maybe we'll snag that ring. Okay, I completed about 100 casts. No luck, but that's to be expected with such a low drop rate. And I think to get some of the cloth, I'll just go locally, support local business, and clear out some stockades. Stockades clear has been a success, so I've got all of the woolen cloth that I need and I stashed it in my bank, because now it's time to try ourselves in the Scarlet Monastery. I think I'll start with what's the part called? Library, to get the key. I think I could technically open the door with one of those skeleton keys, but getting the key from the last boss in Library shouldn't be too hard, and I'll have permanent access unlocked, so that's cool. And then I will try all of the parts, the cathedral and library, and see which part is better for silk cloth and mage wave. Very easy boss fight. Let's get our silver. Come on. Let's quickly destroy something. 47 silver, and in this box we should get the key. That pretty much unlocks all the other parts of the Scarlet Monastery. And as you can see, my bags are full after just one run, so this might not be too efficient to grind for gold. We'll see if running back and forth between this place and the Chillwind Point is any good. Okay, this was a pretty easy, although also pretty long run of Cathedral, but I can tick it off as done now. Let's collect our loot. Beautiful. Good gold. I don't think I will be disenchanting this. Maybe it'll actually be an upgrade. I don't think so. But there is some gold for me there. Very cool. I think I've enough silk cloth to turn in the silk cloth part for maybe if I count the ones in my bank too. But should be enough silk cloth to turn in for the silk cloth part of the donation quests for every city. And last thing that happened is my skill in bows has increased to 300 during this fight, so I think that's the first combat skill at 300. Yeah, defense is 296 and polearms is 295, so one of those is done now. Alright, as I expected, I had 2 stacks of silk cloth in my bank, so this is enough to turn in for all the reputations, but I will be doing this later on, because now I have to go to sleep. It's 8 a.m. and I'm a big nerd and I haven't gone to sleep yet because I have to wake up at 1:30, I think, because tomorrow, actually today, is the Stranglethorn Fishing Extravaganza. With how much I got my ass kicked last week, I will not be trying for the win this time, but maybe we'll snag one more item for the fishing log. And the tournament has begun once again. Wish me luck. And we got the second rare fish, the Daisian Queenfish. This is for the fishing line, I'm pretty sure. So we got pretty lucky, no duplicates. I think I'm gonna continue fishing for a little bit more, maybe to 100 tasty fish. It's barely visible, but there's actually a school of tasty fish here. If you look at what my cursor is showing in the bottom right corner, there's a school of tasty fish around my bobber, and I just fished up a speckled tasty fish, even though you would have a very hard time to notice anything. So that might be your cool hidden ninja spot when fishing here, to avoid a little bit of competition. Okay, I got 100 tasty fish and I'm definitely done for today, so let's turn in our Daisian Queenfish for the Highest Eternium fishing line, one more item for the collection log, and now I'll be turning in all these tasty fish for some silver. Okay, I just went 100% autopilot and turned the quests in without thinking. But here's donation of wool and silk completed for Darknesses, and that means all of the factions have gotten their wool and their silk. I still need to get 60 mage wave for all of those, so that's a lot of work ahead of me, 12 stacks to be precise. It's a hailstorm at my place, so I hope you don't hear that, but I decided to do this very, very quick quest. I saw someone with this neck on them and I thought that I should wow hit it, and it's a good upgrade, so here's the quest done. It was pretty easy. I'm starting at 2400 out of 3000 unfriendly, which means I need 3600 reputation for friendly, which is 720 kills, because 1, I will not be turning in any of the quest drops, and 2, I will not be killing the Overlord for 15 rep, just to keep calculations clean. Holy fuck, I'm just killing those without my recorder even open for some chill killing session. There's so many to kill, and I just looted Hurricane from one of them. I'm pretty sure my bow's better, even though the DPS is slightly higher. I don't know how much of the Frost Arrow is a DPS increase, but 1.6 speed. I don't like that at all. But it's still cool, my first epic. I'm actually excited. I'll put it on for some time and test it. Well, hyped to get it, even if I'm not gonna keep using it, I'm gonna stash it in my bank as a trophy item. First epic on the character. Just quickly updating, I just hit neutral with Timber Moss, so 3000 rep to go, 600 monsters, and we'll be at friendly. After we kill this Deadwood Den Watcher, looting it will put me pretty much exactly at 300 gold, so we're inching towards that fantastic 100% speed mount. Okay, I ran out of arrows, so I hearthstone to Booty Bay and let's sell the first batch of loot. From 301 gold up to 312.5. You see, in all of the grinding, I forgot about one thing, and that is finishing up the donation of cloth quests, and I have Mage Wave left in all of the 4 cities, which makes it 12 stacks of Mage Wave cloth in total. And the Deadwood Furbolgs I'm killing now drop Rune Cloth, which is better generally, but I want to finish that small task first, so I will be moving on to the south of Fellwood and killing Deadwood for a little bit there, It's not much of a difference. I'm gonna get my 12 stack of Mage Wave Cloth, I hope before 3000 rep. They give a little less Deadwood headrest feathers. The Furbolgs up north have 50% drop rate according to Wowhead, and the Furbolgs the south have about 25%. But it doesn't really matter because you still need more feathers than you get just getting grinding those for reputation, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's just not a big deal. Okay, after quite a long session, I've got all the 12 stack of Mage Wave Cloth to turn in, so I'll go do that right now. I'm 415 rep away from friendly, so when I come back, I will be finishing that part in the northern side of Fellwood. Turned in Mage Wave in Stormwind, unlocked a donation of Runecloth. Let's turn this one again as well. And we've filled all of the cloth requirements for humans. I've already turned in Ironforge, so this is the last part of Mage Wave, and Runecloth done. I got about 6 gold from each of these turn-ins, which means I can't accurately gauge how much I got from all of these Deadwood Furbolgs, but well, since I had to change spots for the Mage Wave Cloth, I think this has already been the case. So I'm enjoying my free gold and my free reputation, and let's finish out the last 400 rep. Okay, and this is the last Deadwood Furbolg for friendly reputation with Timbermaw hold. A quick wrap up of all the loot I got. Let me pull up a screenshot I made before, 1 second. Okay, here's the screenshot. I started with 288 gold, which means we made 62 gold minus 42 for the cloth turn-ins. That will be 38 gold made in profit, not counting the loot from this place, this time of, well, this round, that's the word. Also, we got our first epic, Hurricane. Shame it's not really useful, but I had a little bit of fun time with it. We got another Journeyman's backpack, so that will be going straight to the bank for unlocking more bank slots. And I got 1 blue during all this grind, the Warmonger, which is actually a decent weapon for hunters if you need hit, but I have pretty much enough hit for all my needs. I'm not raiding, so I don't need that much, and I have 3%, which is enough. So 38 gold profit, probably like 40 plus once I sell all this. And a lot of rep, and the most important thing, 214 Deadwood headdress feathers, so that's a good chunk of reputation right there. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was delayed by a lot. In the next one, I will be working on making gold, actually, even though it's pretty much a passive goal. I'm gonna do some quests and get some gold actively so we can get closer to that 100% speed mount. This is the fishing log and the pet log on the screen right now. Once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.